ChatGPT keeps changing, so does the way I use it. Why? Because like you, my ideas and work keeps evolving. I've built myself many structured projects and custom GPTs, tweaking prompts again and again. The tools keep updating. And with features like chat history, the context, the Model C can shift. If you don't stay on top of your prompts or stay organized, responses start to drift. In this video, I'll show how to keep your projects running smoothly, including tips and workarounds for those quirks and limitations, including how your ChatGPT settings can affect performance. For a deeper dive into how to set up projects and how they compare to custom GPTs, check out this video, linked below and at the end of this video. Now think of ChatGPT like a friend. And with any friend, you talk about different topics. Those are your projects. Each project is a focused subject you both keep coming back to. And just like your real conversations, you have memory of them. You also change how you talk about different topics with different people. Politics, you'll be more reserved, more careful. Shared hobbies, you'll be more casual, more relaxed, more sharing. Those shifts, they're your instructions. Each project needs its own tone, focus, and memory, and you don't want one topic bleeding into another necessarily. You've got your custom GPTs, your projects, and your general conversations you've had with ChatGPT here on the left. If you want to create a new project, go to the project section, click new project, and give it a project name, your subject. So that's the subject you're going to talk with your friend. If you want to add a conversation, a previous conversation, from the past that is relevant to this subject, then click on the three dots near the name of the chat, click add to project, and choose the project you want to add it to. Note that with custom GPTs or conversations you've had with custom GPTs, you can't add them into a project because those work with different set of instructions. So they don't want those instructions to conflict. Inside each project, there are two important sections, the instructions and the project files. In the instructions, you set the tone. Tell your assistant how to behave, what to focus on, and what good looks like. A good way to do this is using my prompt template. It helps define the assistant's role, the goal, and how to do its work. The link is in the description below. The file sections is where you put your supporting material, your data and supporting info. But here's the key. Files are not meant for behavior or how to perform tasks. To guide your tone, style, and structure, put those into your instructions. So here's what I've noticed about your instructions. You'll want to revisit them from time to time. If your responses start to shift, it might not be you. OpenAI often has updates and they can affect the responses that come out of ChatGPT. Also, double check what your model you're using. In certain projects, I like to use O3 model, or I'll dabble with 4.5 or work with 4.1, but my usual go-to is 4.0 for this kind of more conversational work that I do for my YouTube content and other kind of writing content that I do. I've definitely forgotten to switch back to the models. Make sure you are working with the right model for your needs. Recently, OpenAI updated ChatGPT history or memory to our conversations, to our interaction with ChatGPT. Inside settings, you'll find personalization and you'll see memory. Now, if you click manage memories, you'll see all the memory it keeps about you, about your conversations. When it first was updated, I didn't know about it, or I'd heard about it, but I didn't kind of pay attention to it. I came to my project, the YouTube helper, which is supposed to help me kind of manage my YouTube content, and I fed it a transcript of a video that I just edited, and I said title ideas because my instructions are set that I don't really need to prompt it, and it gave me title ideas for a video that had no relationship to this transcript, and I just didn't understand. So I asked it, have you read the transcript? And it said yes, and it got it wrong because it was referencing a different video from a different chat from my memory. I even got a bit frustrated. I said, what? What's going on with you? The one I just uploaded, and then it kind of came back on track. Quickly realized that something's up with ChatGPT, and the memory of it was affecting the responses. I thought ChatGPT had broken down. So I found two simple fixes for this issue. You can go into your settings here, click your personalization, and then switch off your memory. So once that is off, then you can communicate with your project's chat, knowing that it's not going to reference that memory. And remember to switch it back on if you need it back on. You can also switch off just the reference, the chat history. Or another way you can do it, inside your instructions, early on, you can write in an instruction that says, ignore my memory and chat history Focus only on your instructions and use project files only for reference to help work on the uploaded transcript, in my case, per chat. So I'm giving it clear instructions not to reference my memory. And that can also affect the response of it to say, hey, just focus in on this particular subject. Again, back to that friends reference. Imagine it talking to your friend about your hobby and then suddenly he starts talking about politics. That's really an annoying friend. You'll give him a clear instruction saying, hey, can we not talk about politics right now? A limitation that I wish they would fix or change in ChatGPT in your project. If you see, they've got this message of start a new chat using advanced voice mode. So you can't use advanced voice mode within the project. Quite frustrating. And the advanced voice mode is the more conversational. You get options to use different voices. So the way you select different voices is in your settings, you've got speech and you can select which voice you'd like. So in projects, I can't select that. I'm stuck to this more robotic, more formal, slower response voice. And I'm now using ChatGPT a lot with the voice mode. I'm on my phone with it, and I prefer that to typing and communicating in a more conversational way. It's just quicker. And I think that's ultimately how we're going to deal with AI models is through voice a lot more than typing. The responses we get that we want written, of course, will end up being that, but we'll still communicate through our microphone. That's the interface we're going to have. So I wish that they would add the more advanced voice mode. So one of the things I do is on the left here, you've got all your projects. You can select the three dots again and say remove from YouTube or helper from the project. Or inside the project itself, you can also say remove it by clicking on the three dots. When you remove it, you get the advanced voice. However, it seems to be that basically the voice that was originally attached to this chat stays. You can't change this voice now. So I get that older voice or a certain voice that if I want to change it, I can't really change it within this chat. I'm stuck with this voice in this chat. But at least I'm getting a more conversational response from it that I wouldn't get within projects. And once I've had my conversation with it, I'll move it back to my project. So that's the workaround of working with voices within your project. Not ideal, but better than if you're just staying within your project. So to wrap up, clear instructions equals better results. Keep your prompts updated. So in your instructions, if you see that you want to tweak something, go back in there and tweak it. Your prompts are key to improving the quality of responses you get from ChatGPT. And also in your project files, make sure that you're paying attention to maybe your data is updated or it's constantly referencing the same kind of information. Maybe you need to update those files as well because it's affecting the response in some way. And obviously keep track of what OpenAI are doing in their updates. And just generally, I suggest organizing your files because as you can see here, I've just got a whole long list of conversations. And yes, you can have a search capability here. So search your chats, but that's not as efficient as just being organized, especially with projects. All these projects are in these folder icons, which allows you to compartmentalize and keep your subjects specific when you're talking to your assistant or your friend, ChatGPT. So I am a big advocate for maintaining organized interface and being organized with your subjects and your work. It'll help you improve the quality you get out of ChatGPT. So I'd love to hear your take. What's working for you? Or have you found any limitations and workarounds? Please share in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, click the like button and do subscribe to my channel for more AI tips and tricks. I'm hoping to create an update on my video on how to set up your custom GPTs and maybe even earn some money from them. Also, I want to go into Gemini's platform where they've connected it to the workspace. So through your Google folders, your Google Docs, your Google Apps, Gemini is now inbuilt, and I want to test it and share with you. In the meantime, if you want a deeper dive into how to set up your projects and how they compare to your custom GPTs, click on this video link here. And if you want to know how to write an effective prompt using my prompt template, click on this video link here.